it traumatized me. So this girl said that she was going down on this man, and when she was going down and she went to lick the balls, it smelled shitty. He didn't wipe himself with it.
Big facts. That's a thing.
That's a thing?
That's a thing.
Why did nobody else? Whoa! Girls got this whole thing like, hey, yo, bro, shitty. Come on, man. That's fucked up. Bro, shitty. That's crazy. Look.
But y'all know when y'all don't wipe y'all goddamn selves.
I use baby wipes.
I got baby wipes. You're supposed to clean your ass.
I never had this issue. Can't a bitch
First
be like,
of all,
shit stains.
No. Okay, boom. Scenario. We at Pitt. Where the hell the baby wipes at?
I'm not shitting at Pitt.
Book bag.
Who's shitting at Pitt?
Who you keep it back?
I'm shitting at the crib.
Book bag.
I'm shitting at the crib. If I gotta shit, I'm a grown man. I'm waiting till I get to the fucking crib.
St. Louis, I take a book bag everywhere.
You do.
I take a book bag everywhere.
Jalen a clean nigga. That don't count. Jalen, you don't count.
Lene, every time I come to your crib,
where is it at?
I'm not shitting here. I'm not shitting here. That's in my head.
Who goes over somebody else? Oh, I'm about to blow this ball out. I got it.
But look, if I had this shit, I would make a cap. I would get to my car. I'd be like, hey, bro, I need my asthma pump. This bitch right here.
Oh my God.
I will be like, I need my asthma pump. I'll be right back. Something everybody know about. I come back. Damn, I gotta use the bathroom with the sneaker wipes in my ass. It's okay. They right here chilling. I'm just about to.
Right.
Feel me?
The white.
Yes.
In the ass.
Yes.
Okay.
Pine Sol, baby.
But no, that's
yes.
the thing. Like, yeah, penises definitely carry, and balls carry odor. That would be something that would really turn me off, though. Like, I would, even if I was in the mood, I wouldn't be after I smelled anything.
Young man, clean yourself.
I could not
that was
believe
different.
That
when I say I heard
the
it,
shit
and I was stuck. Stuck.
It stink cool, but shit.
So look, this is the question. So boom, this is the question.
That's nasty, guys.
As a female, do you finish?
Nah. I'm gone.
So do you have a conversation or you just leave?
Oh, it
Because
depends.
I think you should probably tell somebody, yo, big dog. As a man, if I'm sexually interacting with a female, and you got a shit,
I'm waiting.
you got a shitty thing going on, even if it's
You
toilet
gonna say
paper,
something?
I'm like, hey, you gotta look. I don't want to do that.
Instagram and a half for me. Like, look, how do I say this nicely? You stink.
I'm like, I'm sorry to take my dick out in this situation, but
you're not worthy of it because you stink.
not only that, but not, like even if it's just something like baby girl, you got some toilet paper in your ass. Respect to the fact you wanted to get up to that.
He's so serious.
Respect. You gotta
This
be
is what I
respectful.
do. This is what I do.
You gotta
So
be
you just
respectful.
gonna tell her?
You got to.
Well, you just gonna let her. The nigga that sit there and keep clapping that ass while his toilet paper just.
Disgusting.
You're different. You're him.
I couldn't fathom.
You
I couldn't fathom.
You gotta.
Shit.
And I'm not going. Girl, you crazy.
Now he flicked it off.
I wish they would have seen that. I wish they would have seen that.
Like he was moving panties to the side.
Like, come on, girl, you crazy.
What is wrong with you?
Nah.
Stayed it on.
Alright, this is disgusting.
Stayed it on.
Mama, I just want to bring that to the attention of the young man. Please, hygiene is very important.
Extremely important.
Extremely.
And you might be out here thinking that you out here and like, yeah, I'm out here doing this and then third, and you don't even know you known as Mr. Shitty himself.
Shitty himself.
Like you gotta
Literally
get that.
shitting.
Literally, like, you gotta
yeah.
get that. We gonna get that together. I ain't even gonna dive too long into that. I just had to go ahead and say it real quick. Let me grab my.
What made you get into this? Because you sound really like this your shit. Like you do this.
Oh yeah, we gonna get rich off this.
Oh, okay.
Open the door for them. How you doing? My little sister, she passed away. You know what I'm saying? And after it happened, I had lost my grandma. I had a lot had happened all in a little short time span. You know what I'm saying? So when it happened, it made me kind of dive into because everybody talked about never doing it. Like, we as people, we talk about what we want to do, and we sit on ideas for 10, 15 years, and we're not confident. So I just said, fuck it. I just started doing it. I started talking. The first 2-3 interviews on the channel is me just kind of talking through how it was me starting over. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I had kind of had my life planned out. Everything came to a crash. Everything I had planned out a year ago is completely down the motherfucking drain. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I got this. Like I'm able to. This is something I can really do. It's something I feel something about, and I love talking to people. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So like my biggest thing ain't about my interview platform getting big. My biggest thing is interviewing the right person just for that one view out of 700 to make you get rich. So now you done bopped and you tell me like, bro, that interview was what, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm hoping for more of them conversations, more than my conversations kind of growing.
There's plenty of people who like do local stuff. Like you can get like a stunner for Vegas or like a, what's that guy named Scar now? Like the little upcoming people. So you have plenty of opportunities. Shoot, the girl, Big Molly, whatever her name is. Like all them people.
So, boom. Welcome to another episode of Speaking English Interviews. We got somebody I believe special, you know what I'm saying? She got a lot coming on. Actually, like you said, you want to get into the podcasting world and the interview world, and that's a big thing, especially as a personality. So I'm big on people introducing themselves, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to let you kind of tell the people whatever name you want to go ahead and throw out to the people.
My name is Diamond. AKA DiamondtheGem.
Yeah, say that. Yeah, I was waiting for it.
Media platforms.
And we're gonna make sure we had that on the screen. But I was waiting for it to say DiamondtheGem and I just leave it at that. I was waiting for that.
You know that's the name, trademark.
So, a big question that shaped a lot of us, you know, I believe it's the first question that should come from every interview is, where are you from?
Oh, I'm from Wilson, North Carolina.
Well, now, like you said, some people might know what that is. But what was it like? What was it like growing up in Wilson, North Carolina?
Oh, well, I had a different kind of growing up story. Like, I'm from Wilson, North Carolina, but I grew up in, like, Tarboro, Pine Tops area, staying with my grandma and my mother, and then, like, we moved around a lot. So then my mom got married, we moved to Wilson. Then after we moved to Wilson, we moved to Bailey, and that's where we bought our first house. And, like, I never lived, like, a tough life. We kind of my grandma would probably be the toughest thing that we had. Like, more so not having our own stuff, but not necessarily tough, because we still got it.
We still,
So, pretty privileged. I think I had a great childhood.
And that's amazing. That's amazing to be able to, you know what I'm saying? Because perception everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's big.
True.
Real tough.
You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
So, that's amazing that you had people in your life that made your life feel like, made it feel good, man. That's amazing. So shout out to them. Shout out to them, moms, grandma, shout out to all them that made you feel like, you know, that's what's up. So something you said that I heard in what you said, you was moving around a lot. Like, was you used to that? Was you used to the life where you kind of bounced around?
So my mom was a single mom starting off until I was 5. So she made stuff happen. So I was used to that more so the grind. I understood what it was early. Like, for her to, like, you know, like, she working at Dollar General, she working at a gas station, she washing hair on the side, shampoo bowls, like, she moving around. So her moving around made it normal for me, because I knew, like, when mommy outside, like, she making sure we straight. So something you said also, that's stuff, you know, like a lot of people, like you said, in our community that we go. So, like, did you grow up with both parents in the household? No. I didn't. Like I said, single mom till 5, but, like, then she got married to my stepdad, technically, but that's my dad. Like, that's all I've ever known as a father. I know who my father is, but that's all I've ever known as a father. So, nah, it was just me and my mom. Very, very ride or die. For that one.
So definitely shout out to the super mom for sure.
Absolutely.
Definitely shout out. But we also want to give a shout out to the father that made you for you being here. And the father that stepped in place so that, you know, you had God. Because that's big. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, another thing that I kind of started off with that kind of was interesting to me is, what made you said you want to get into podcasting. So, like, what, for the people, because, you know, especially as a woman personality, that's going to be big. You know, because like I said, I know your personality. I know how you bounce. So, like, but what was the direction? Was it an in-person thing? What was the direction?
No, it's more so, I wouldn't say, so I do this regularly. I converse with people all the time.
For sure.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Oh, no problem. You good.
So, yeah, I converse with people all the time. So, it's easy. And it's like, why not if I have that ability? Like, I can do it. I can talk to people, I can make it interesting, and I can get the answer I want.
That's a fact. That's big.
So it's like, since I can do that, like, hey, let's make some money. Like, let's do it. Let's get rich. Like, and I feel that personally. So when you said it, it was like, well, everybody on the same, you know, wave. Like, progression. That's all I'm about, is moving forward. So, like, any way or any talent that I have that I can use to get there, I'm gonna do it.
And that's a big thing for people to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like you said, when you first came, when we was talking about it, I'm big on it. Like every time I'm talking to someone, I'm like, we gonna get rich.
Yeah.
I mean it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be that. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't really about you seeing it. I can already see it. I can already see the people I want to put in place. I can already see that's big having the vision before you even have it. You gotta believe in your vision before anybody else do.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
then they'll come.
That's real.
Even if it's after the
even after the fact.
gonna come.
Yeah,
So I'm not worried about that.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
So this is the first. Actually, you are one of the first woman interviews we have. You know, so shout out to all the young ladies out there. This is gonna be a real big interview for me because it's gonna be me learning too. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never really interviewed a woman. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna start off with light questions. All right?
Okay, light questions.
So light questions.
That's cool.
So would you have a three-way? No, I'm just playing.
That's like no.
Well, what is something you learn every day as a woman and that you believe that other women should tell to women, you know, growing up, coming up?
What is one thing that I learned every day as a woman?
Every day.
And that other things women should tell to women coming up. That men and women are not equal. I think that is a huge thing.
I like that. Come on, you gotta elaborate.
Only because there's so many stereotypes on what's acceptable for a woman and what's acceptable for a man.
Agreed.
And it's so much that's acceptable for a man that's not acceptable for a woman.
Agreed.
So with that being said, life will never be fair and you will always be in a man's world. And I feel like that's something that you should implant inside your daughters or any woman coming up, because the moment they think it's fair is the moment they lose the game.
You right.
And it's not fair.
Okay.
You got, because, I mean, you got.
So how would you, because I definitely see that's real.
Yeah.
What's your mindset on believing women can do anything then? I mean, I know you can, but
no, I'm 110%. I feel like women can do anything. Okay. Like, we can do more than men can. But we'll never be accredited for it. So I feel like with that being said, you got to know how to play the game. Not necessarily, trying to be more than a man or anything. Because if you think about it, a man was here first. Technically. We don't know, but technically, a man was here first.
Your politics got me, so you can keep going.
So you just got to, it sounds like very degrading to be like play your role. But there's a way you can play your role that nobody else can play their role.
Agreed.
You just gotta step into a position and play what you're supposed to play. And then that man is gonna be that man, but you're gonna be that woman. You know what I'm saying? So it's
something that it's gonna be weird, but it's something that stuck with me. I was getting in trouble a lot. I mean, I always got in trouble.
Right.
But one day I got in trouble for real because I was more intelligent.
Yeah.
Even though I was bad, I was intelligent, and you're not supposed to be intelligent.
Those are the worst bad people.
You get what I'm saying? Because I can make it make sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, one thing my mama told me at 10, 11 years old that stuck with me, I'm 27.
Yeah.
My mama told me at 10, 11 years old, she said, the problem is that you trying to make it make sense, and the real of it is life a game. Learn how to play it. Learn the piece you is.
Period.
And learn your role in that piece.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can expand your board, but understand the piece you are. As a black man, you'll never be able to take over a white man's world, because not only is it a man's world,
right,
but it's a white man's world. White men own 100% of the wealth and land in the world.
That's a thing.
Now, black men don't even own Africa. Real nigga shit. Real shit.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying?
Real talk. It's so crazy how slept on that is. That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
That's an actual thing.
So, that's big. That's big that you got the mindset of, okay, well, let me find out where my piece is. Let me get my piece of the pie.
Yeah.
And build what I can out of it.
Yeah, because women, all the time, they mistake, like, power or, like, being a man as power. And that's not what that equates to. Like, you can be the powerful woman. Like, you have to realize how powerful a story is for somebody to say that Eve is the reason why, Adam ate the apple. Like, she gotta have influence. She gotta have power. So with that, you can take the world anywhere, because the world is built off of influence.
That's a fact.
All we doing is following.
That's a fact.
So that's how I feel.
And women are the biggest influence. Women are the number one consumer in music and art. Women are the influence. Yes. For sure.
It's simple.
Yeah. So, like I said, my fault. We got into that conversation. That's me. You know, I got that bad.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
sorry.
So we're gonna jump back into Diamond. We want to get into Diamond.
That's
So
cool.
so boom. Also, we gotta ask: is Diamond single?
Diamond is single.
Diamond is single. So
Yeah.
and if you don't mind us asking,
Yeah.
why is Diamond single?
Ooh. Well, Diamond has been told that she's toxic. By multiple people.
The fun toxic or
like,
the crazy fuck
I'm not even crazy toxic. Like, I'm irrational.
Okay,
I think that's what it boils down to. I want a certain ideal fairy tale, but I ain't ready to put my part in.
Yo, you just went crazy. You went real fucking crazy. Yeah.
Where was this at? Where was this at? Like, it took a camera. Like,
No, seriously, I've been really self-reflecting and just working on myself. Like, I have people that I converse with. I do. I will always need attention because I'm dominant. But at the same time, I'm not ready to just go the extra mile with anybody.
Yeah. It's a lot of work when a person is looking at your eyes and say, I want to be with you, I want to be in a relationship.
Exactly.
And not saying taking away from their feelings.
Right.
It's just that the pain and it's more than that happy.
It's deeper than that.
Like how much you want to struggle with that person. Do you want to struggle next to them?
And then I know people so well that I know that a convenient answer is completely different from an answer that's like 2 years down the road. Because I'm really going to ride if I can. You know what I'm
saying? Hey, that's real shit. And
so,
it's hard to ride.
Everybody not built like that. And I know you're not built
that's
like
real.
that. So
Yo.
I'm not about to play with you. No.
I ain't never met a woman that can get that answer. I ain't trying to discredit nobody. I ain't discrediting nobody.
Hey.
But for real, it's easy to say right here, right now.
Yeah.
I'm willing to step forward. I'm willing to truck. But 2 years down the line, when you ain't shit and you ain't really, I'm willing to be there and fight.
Right.
That's tough.
And then most guys make those decisions off of what sexually or, you know, like, hey, she liked that. You feel me? So I'm about to make this decision because ain't nobody else gonna get that like that.
Ain't nobody gonna be like that.
Ain't nobody else gonna get that like that. But in reality, that girl, I mean, everybody got trauma. And I'd rather not make irrational decisions when it comes to, like, longevity. Nah, I'm not doing it. For sure.
That's deep. So, something you said in there also, that also give me a chance to rest to the next question. Okay. Trauma is a big thing that affects us as black people. We build our life off pain and trauma, whether or not we realize.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I believe being naked about the situation. I believe about, giving game to know how to cope, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, my sister killed herself. Anybody that I get a chance and I run into, you know what I'm saying, or I get a chance to talk to them about suicide, because it's a different pain, somebody killing, but it's a difference when somebody takes their own life because they feel like they ain't being poured enough into.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So any chance I get a chance where I can talk to that person, because I can never understand that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I try to save that because it's traumatizing, as you said.
Right. It's extremely traumatizing.
Man, so what's some trauma that you went through as a woman? And what were some ways you coped with it?
Biggest trauma is not understanding why my father did not want me. Probably the biggest trauma I have ever experienced. Probably the most slept on trauma as well. Yeah. Because people think since you have somebody who's come in and filled that position that you should be completely okay. Yeah. But the person that I share DNA with, did not want me. So I don't understand that, especially considering I think I turned out pretty decent.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so I can never rationalize with why you wouldn't even want to get to know me. Yeah. But I have hella people out here, who would like to get to know me. Mm-hmm. So it's like, it's just, that's probably like the biggest, very confusing. And it makes me like question myself and my worth sometimes. Like, so what is it? Or what do I need to do this time to try to get your attention? Which can reflect in relationships, which is also why I won't do certain stuff with certain people, because I know I'm really chasing him.
That's a fact.
Not them. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So that would be that. Yeah.
And you recognize that trauma. As a person that also did not have my father, I chased my father as well. Mm-hmm. So that's how it led me. It led me into the streets. Yeah. Like I wanted to be the image that I knew he liked.
Absolutely.
So he bragged on me, but wouldn't kick it with me or ask about me. It was the weirdest shit in the fucking world.
Weird, ain't it?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, understand that too well. Too well.
So I definitely.
Because you a good child, but he ain't do that.
You feel me?
But he make it seem like.
But he make it seem like
yeah. I understand.
For sure. All right.
Completely.
So some of you said like we did jump into relationships, so we're gonna make sure we double back into
absolutely.
that. So in the world we live in, cheating is a huge
What?
thing.
Stop playing. Stop
that's
playing.
big. That's a big shit.
Nah,
That's some big shit.
say it ain't so.
You know what I'm saying? So, who do you believe cheat more, men or women?
Women cheat like a motherfucker.
Whoa! I love it.
Women cheat like a motherfucker. They
Whoa.
just smart, yo.
Mm.
But, not to excuse the men.
Come on now. Yeah.
They cheat quite a bit. I'm not saying that women are like, but women, we're strategic.
Fact.
So the cheating is different and it varies. You all cheat one way and one way only.
Fact.
For the most part. But we cheat in
the petty. My sister had a husband, a work husband.
Yeah.
All she ever did with the nigga was sit and eat with him at lunch. He bought her lunch every day.
Trying to tell you.
Nothing else.
Nothing else. You ain't got to.
That's deep.
That's tough.
That's deep.
You ain't got to do nothing else.
Nobody really think about little small shit
right,
like that.
but it's cheating because she's already committed.
That's
You get what
a
I'm
fact.
saying? So if I'm calling somebody my work husband, deep down inside there's something in that person
That I see.
and I understand it.
Mm-hmm.
We're here with it, and if he calls me that back, I got him.
That's a
so
fact.
at this point,
That's
we
a
on
fact.
the same page. We ain't physically cheated yet, but mentally, we know we would
know.
give each other that time of day.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like it's different. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
cheating is definitely done more by women, I would say, because emotions are usually involved when we do
It's
it.
a fact. Men are just sloppy.
Exactly.
And another thing I told
And impulsive.
a fact.
That's a
Another
fact.
thing I said, most men, stop giving men the credit to say they cheating. Some of them just chasing.
I promise to you.
Cheating and chasing is two different things.
And guys,
Yep.
sometimes they just like to know if they can.
That's a fact.
Like, ooh, I wonder, I can. And then they'll try, they'll do it, and be like, I'm going back home.
I'm going back, yeah.
Yeah, but the girl, if she cheat, she going back home and she going back to him.
Yeah, it's
And
gonna be a two-way
conti-
street.
Continuously.
It's gonna be a
because
two-way
she got
street.
y'all both.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, it was crazy because you said you was gonna be honest. So, yo, look, yeah, whatever podcast you drop, you got a subscriber.
I'm
listening.
honest.
Two.
Yeah, I'm very honest.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, that's deep. But that's real. And so, what do you believe is the miscommunication in a relationship that causes cheating?
Miscommunication that causes cheating.
Because there has, in my opinion, cause and effect. Now, don't get me wrong, you got people that's just, but you knew that nigga was slimy before that.
Absolutely.
I'm just
But he
being
showed
real.
you who he was.
Before y'all
You
did
chose
that.
to believe he was different.
You know
And
what I'm saying?
that's not his fault.
So with two people that's actually together, what
Mm-hmm.
do you believe is the miscommunication that actually complicates and involves another person?
I feel like there has to be guidelines to any relationship, but I also feel like there has to be, not necessarily rules, but y'all just need to know. Most of the time people get into relationships, I'm sorry, and they don't know each other.
Fact.
Sorry.
You good.
So since they don't know each other, they like make decisions not knowing how it's affecting the other person. And what's cheating to you might not be cheating to me. So if we can discuss that from the beginning, but people jump into these relationships thinking they know each other, thinking they know what each other wants, and in reality they don't. So they end up cheating. And cheating is so basic, like it's not necessarily cheating.
Boy.
And you're not married. So since you're not, I mean, those guidelines have to be bullet point.
Mhm.
Like, hey,
And
we're
not
not
just
doing this, that.
And not only just that, but the energy given in. Like I was having a conversation with a woman, and she said, I'm big on the fact that like, what are you doing to keep? It ain't about interest. Like even with me as a man,
Yeah.
I believe moving with them. Like I'm already as a person, I'm kind.
Mm-hmm.
But to my woman, I'm a little
Different.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
she
more-
gotta know it feel a little.
It's different.
You know?
Yeah.
So I believe that most people, not man or woman, I believe most people ain't willing to like pride out the door when it come to wanting something, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's hard.
Pride out the door.
That's
You know?
hard. That's hard.
So literally, like I said, to the next motherfucker in the situation, I'm gangster. This shit'll go left.
I promise you.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
But
respectfully,
just-
disrespectfully.
Just
no.
that fast, I can make baby noises because we chilling with the, just that quick.
Stop playing.
Because them two different things they ain't got nothing to do with each other. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So
I agree.
I'm big on that. Like I said, I don't believe it. Like you said, most women to where women are, I believe, are very irritable.
Yes.
It's very small things through the day that can make a woman date
Just
wrong.
a little space.
You know what I'm
Sit,
saying?
So you can breathe wrong.
And it's hard to come home and
Yeah.
now you gotta please that man, you gotta stroke that ego. That's hard,
Yes.
dog. Like, I know that's hard to satisfy a nigga. I know, as a nigga, I don't know how to satisfy me, gang. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know that's hard. So,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I believe, like, both sides, I don't really know how to
Mm-hmm.
really give that extra, okay, yeah, everything else fucked up, but let me do this.
But you imagine a man's ego being like that big and like for you to get in a relationship in general, if you were really that nigga before.
Man.
That has to be a lot. So I'm really big on seeing stuff from both perspectives.
Both sides.
Because just as much as, you know, you're irritable, I'm pretty sure he is too.
Yeah.
Like, just as much as you had that bad day, I'm pretty sure he did too. So what is lacking is communication. What we're not going to do is being here irritable together. We're going to talk about it. Then we're going to go to sleep. Like, I know nobody wants to live like that. Why I got to be tense in my house?
Mm-hmm. Every day?
No.
And some people doing it every day.
Yeah, that's dumb. Not doing it. Not doing it.
Every day. I know, like you said, I had conversation with people and it's scary.
Yeah.
You know, real talk, it's scary.
So how do y'all feel about seeing people like through seasons? Like my mama told me, you should see everybody through 4 seasons: broke, happy, sad, and desperate.
Yeah.
Those are 4 seasons that show you a real person's character.
I completely agree. My mom always told me that if I ever felt like I was moving, like I was really feeling somebody, to live with them.
Mm-hmm.
Because until you live with a person, you don't really know them. So when you would see them is when you live with them, broke, desperate, all of those seasons. You would see You would see all of it. Because y'all gonna have bills, and unless y'all rich, y'all gonna have struggles.
That's a fact.
So you really gonna see, like I said, going back to what I said, who really down. Like,
that's a fact.
And I'm not willing to do that with just anybody.
That's a
Because everybody not really down.
That's a fact. Yep. And I agree, like you said, with the seasons, making sure that, you know what I'm saying, you see somebody through everything. You know what I'm saying? That's big.
For sure.
That's big, in my opinion. You know
Shows character.
But, so, with relationships, has Diamond ever been in love? Ooh. And now, so, definition of being in love and why you feel like you haven't been. Because I'm pretty sure you've dated people, you done been, you know what I'm saying? But why you feel like, nah, I ain't been that?
No, I've never been in love because I've never seen myself lose sight of what I want. And I feel like when I'm in love, I'll probably be extremely humble and extremely giving. More so willing to just give and pour into somebody else. I haven't seen me just be willing to like give up what I got going on and let's work on you. You know what I'm saying? What do you need? I haven't been that selfless. So I know I haven't been in love with anybody. But
so what about the man? Because like Diamond, you're very what's the word? Official. You're very official. You've put yourself on a platform to where you're not just gonna be able to go for anybody.
Right.
So a lot of the men that you would attract or give time to are already shaped. You know, they have everything together. So
yes.
Is it fair to say that you haven't put yourself, you know, into somebody because you haven't had to?
Yeah, I haven't had to. That's very true. I have not had to do that. It's probably something I'm scared of as well.
That's a fact.
I don't think I'm ready to be in love emotionally because when I love for real. Like it's a real thing. Like even as a friend, I'm super territorial.
Yeah.
I don't like. Yeah, I know how I am. So in order for me to be in love with somebody, like I have to know that they're like 10 toes. Like, and I've not met a person who was like me.
She ain't had a cat like that.
I have not met a person who was like me.
She had a cat.
I haven't. Not all the way around. No.
And it's for once again perception.
That's real.
Yeah.
So
exactly
how you move in a situation. If you watching the person, see sometimes that person you don't get a chance to see that person in the situation you would be in.
Right.
But unfortunately, all I got a chance to base everything off of is my perception.
Yeah.
That's real world.
Now I can give y'all a real little short snippet though.
Come on.
So my first real cool guy. We was best friends first. That's the closest to in love I feel like I've ever felt simply because I never felt that. Does that make sense?
That does.
It does.
Okay, but I know that was not love because as soon as it was over, I was good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ricocheted quick. Like, it's like back on the regular life. It's cool. But in that moment, it felt really strong because it was the first time I had experienced anything like that. But I've never felt something that's like to die for type thing. Because when I say in love, I mean like I'm game about you. Like it's whatever goes. You get what I'm saying? Like I will kill somebody type shit. Like really in love with you. Like I haven't.
So as a person, and it's crazy because like you said, I can kind of hear what you're saying because, and I hate to say it because saying it out loud sounds corny, but I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Like before, I wasn't into women early, young. I was in the street shit.
Yeah.
So like I've been in love. So the person I fell in love with, like they was for real able to turn my head from that. I didn't see nothing past that.
Right.
So like I used to be in love with just coming and seeing my people every day.
Absolutely.
As soon as I get off the bus, no matter what else, the little extra shit you gotta go through to be just to come and be a part of this was big for me. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, when I fell in love, I was able to leave that alone. Like you said, the day I see your drive, I see how much you kind of already got a place cemented where you want to be, where you want to go.
Right.
So you looking past everybody.
Everything.
And I could that's tough. That's tough.
But I mean that's respectful. Cause
it is.
Now
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think I ever been in love either. Cause God knows, and it sound crazy. Cause like I be looking at it like, bro, ain't no way you ain't never been in love. But
right.
I don't think I have either. I don't think
put it in a
that
situation. When you put it in that situation.
When you put a definition on in love.
Yeah.
I think that's the hardest thing.
Perfect example. This is the best way I can kind of give people an example of if you really in love with somebody. Would you be their housewife or house husband?
Nah, hell no.
Would you stop your whole drink? Would you stop every fucking
That's what
thing
I'm saying.
you was doing?
I've never had somebody rock my world like that. Like just not even sexually. Just like
just like mental everything.
Damn, I'm about to stop like right now.
It'll make a lot of people stop and be like, damn, am I in love?
Right. Even people who married for years.
Because if somebody steps to you with $3 million right now so you can live your dream, but you have to stop your life and leave who you
I'm gone.
Motherfuckers would jet.
I'm out.
They would jet.
I'm out.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with admitting that because nobody gets that opportunity.
Absolutely.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm just giving the example of like a lot of people say they ready for shit that they not ready for.
Exactly.
It just sounds cute.
It
and
sounds
there's nothing wrong
good.
with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
That's a hard thing to give your dreams for somebody else. That's a big pill.
But look, I know what in love feels like because I'm in love with my mother. That's one person I would drop.
Because everybody believes being in love is being in love with somebody you're with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I got a dog named Bryce. I'm in love with Bryce.
I promise.
You know what I'm saying? Like I like genuinely to the point where like he can kind of do whatever.
Right.
It sounds crazy.
Okay, but it's real.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's one person that I will like anything. Like I know, like it's tunnel vision when it comes to her. So it's like if she needed a rib, if she need my left foot, like I'm on it. Because that person is somebody who means like more than anything to me. And I've never felt that with a man. You know what I'm saying? So I can't see it.
And I, like you said, I feel that way about my mother and my grandmother. But somebody who is different for is my stepfather. Somebody his name Randy.
Yeah.
But I call him Pops. You know what I'm saying? But in the last I know him my whole life, but in the past 5 or 6 years, he didn't really taught me what it was like to be a man. All them seasons he made me go through, and he made me see what it was like for a man to go through them seasons. Like I'm in love with him. I'm in love with how he move, with how he do stuff.
That's the thing.
Like anything that like people say, like I don't let people criticize him. Like like you, my mama. Like I love her, but chill. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, but it's deep like that because he showed me everything I know I'm gonna need to actually be a man.
Yeah, it's just certain people you don't play about. And like I have my close, we call ourselves Mac 4 because their last name is McNair because of the stepfather. Okay. Mine is still Ward, but because I didn't change it, but it's fine. Whatever the case may be, people I would die about.
That's real.
That's real.
At any given moment,
at any point in time.
Like it doesn't matter what's going on. Like I'm quick. Like it doesn't matter. And they're the only people that can alter my emotions. So it's just different. It's a different feeling.
And willing to kill somebody, we're gonna get back to it.
Oh, that's tough.
Willing to kill for somebody and willing to die for somebody is two different things.
It definitely is.
The real of it is you can go hire somebody to kill for you right now. You cannot go hire somebody to die for you.
No.
There's no job title for that.
Nah, for real. Like for real, like y'all told bro, like bro, like
there's no job title.
Yeah,
that man Trey.
So think about the people that are really lay their life down, because that's deep. That's willing to lay down everything you got going on.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that person can see something better. And a lot of people not willing to do that.
At all.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real talk. My fault. We didn't got into that shit deep.
It's like that was a good conversation.
So we're gonna kind of go into back into also we did a little like, but we also gonna go back to like the podcast and everything. So like, what do you want to do? Do you want to do like the panel? Do you want to do like just you just kind of talking, letting people bounce off? Like,
oh no, I love talking to other people. So I would like to have this right here is beautiful to me. I love conversation. I love opinionated. I love opinions because I'm an opinionated person.
Fact.
So I want to hear your perspective, like, cause that's everything, as you said. So like, what I see, you can see it from a completely different angle, and then that will open up my eyes to something that I've never. I'm sorry, y'all. Something that I've never experienced before. So it's really about learning too. I'm really big on learning. I like learning. I like understanding. So That's definitely what that's gonna be. More so a conversation every single time you see me on camera. And I'm happy. Intellectual people makes it fun. I'm not gonna lie. But anybody else is more than willing to.
Yes, and like you said, I'm taking it too. I got a game. I said some of them light, some of them heavier. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, we get the perspective of a woman, so
it's
a little, you know. So we gonna start off with music. Lil Baby or the Baby?
Lil Baby.
What? Why? Just fucking.
Did you say Lil Baby or the Baby?
For show. For shit show.
Thank you, guys.
Have you heard the music?
Huh?
Have you heard the music?
That's tough.
Only one of them got 2 bodies.
I don't give a damn about them bodies.
Sorry,
I'm talking
so we
about,
just don't care about the bodies?
I mean,
tough. We go by murder.
In Walmart?
You know why?
Walmart.
Y'all know why y'all care. Because y'all like that street stuff. Back to what you said. But me, I'm listening to lyrics. And Lil Baby he's consistent. And like, the Baby is consistent with dropping #1, whatever the fucks. And he's consistent with being a marketing genius.
He is? Okay, you that.
But
if you say musically he's better, Lil Baby, I guess.
I can
he is. But
longevity?
He probably will last longer. Just being honest.
Lil Baby gonna last longer than
the Baby?
Do you not see it?
No, he's producing videos now. Like,
he got a cameraman, a second man. Like the way he built him. I mean, I guess Lil Baby.
Who do you think real goats? Like, who you think they just found him?
No, he's very intelligent.
Facts.
By far, Jonathan is amazing. Okay?
Mr. Kirk.
But
Mr. Kirk.
Lil Baby, I don't know. I just feel like he's slept on as far as like how intelligent he is, because he doesn't broadcast it to the world and stuff like that. Okay. But the way he drops stuff, and he's smart. Who he does his stuff with, like, he's legit. He's legit. I'm gonna say they might last the same amount of time. It's the same type of generation, like when Soulja Boy and whoever else was out. Right, you know what I'm saying? It's that type of vibe. Like, they're not even the same type of artists.
You right.
That's a risk.
So,
and Lil Baby dropping 7 racks for the porn star. He going crazy.
Come on, Jada. Jada, I love you. You can't see me, but I love you. I would never let him. Ever.
Yo! Ever. What is wrong with you?
Ever, Jada.
Okay, boom. So we gonna get back. We was in the middle of our this or that. You know what I'm saying? So you said, Lil Baby, we'll just let you have that one.
Indeed.
You know, we'll let you have that one.
You should.
You know. So now we're gonna kind of jump into men. So, you know, are you into the athletic type of men?
Depends.
Okay. So if you had to choose, are you more towards the football player or the basketball player, and why?
It's always been basketball. Simply because my father that we were referring to earlier, that I don't know like that, is a basketball player.
That's deep.
But then I have my father that came into my life who was a basketball player. Then my little sister plays basketball.
Okay.
We're a basketball family. So like that's something that I'll always be able to understand.
Yeah.
To make analogies about. Like I can make basketball real life. You know what I'm saying?
Real.
So
okay.
like that's a thing, and I understand it to the point where we'd always have something to talk about. Or like if it was a football player, I'd have to learn the game, and then we could talk about it. You get what I'm saying? I really don't know football like that, so that's a part of the reason. And they're tall, you know.
So that was actually about to be my next question. You like them tall or shorter?
I don't know now, because as I evolve, my taste is changing. So I can't really say. Like, it's more of a mental thing for me now. Whereas it used to be strictly, you know, height, sports, intellect is huge. Yeah. So those people who have that height and who play those sports, you ain't got the brain to go behind it. I'm not interested. So that's usually where that comes into play now. That's
deep. And a lot of people don't even think about intellect, because like you said, you get with a person and it probably take you 6 months to realize, damn, he's stupid.
Dumb. It's
you know what I'm saying? It's a little time period before you finally pick up on it. Like, damn, like that's a little fucked up.
But we just said I'm big on conversation. So if I can't talk to you and you understand where I'm going with it, that's a huge problem. I can't even get turned on. Like, at this point, why are we even talking?
Why are we talking?
Right.
Yeah.
So, it's not okay.
So next thing, waves of dreads.
I don't know. See, listen, locks are beautiful to me. I love them. I love dreadlocks in general. Like, I'm obsessed with them in a way. So on men who keep them like up and like they look nice and neat, very much a fan. But I also could go for the boy with the close cut. I'm really big on appearance. So as long as you look clean, it doesn't matter. For real. Hair is nice. I'm not an outside person. You get what I'm saying? I'm an inside person. So I don't know how to answer these questions for real. Because I don't be like, oh, he got dreads. Yeah. Oh man, them waves, like, that's never been me.
But ain't the first thing you see when you see a person? Like, ain't that because we kind of gotta admit that we see somebody like, oh, okay.
It's usually the smile though, like.
Oh, so that's what we wanted to lock in on what was your,
like,
you know
like
what I mean?
as soon as you open your mouth, I can get it like, I don't know, it's a feeling. So like if a person like kind of gives me that smile or like just in general, they just smiling in general, that right there is huge to me. Not even because your teeth are like super straight. It's because I can see something. I don't know. It's just like I see it. Like you're happy and your smile is pretty. Yeah, it's very attractive to me when men especially smile. Because black men don't do that very often.
So I'm gonna fuck you up because I like one thing for me with women. I'm big on eyes. Like if you can look at me and like get like I'm big on the fact that we being able to kind of look at each other. Yeah. And I'm weird because I like hands. I'm big on hands.
No, it's
you
not.
Like hands?
Yes, I do.
Hands are a big thing.
I'm gonna touch it.
I'm real big, and not just me touching, like just for the fact of me sitting there and you touching me. Yeah. I'm real big on energy. Yeah. And I feel like mine cut off, so I'm really appreciative when somebody touch me and kind of give me some of their.
Absolutely, but touch is huge. That's definitely one of my love languages. Like
huge
because
one.
It doesn't have to be once again sexual. A person can literally do this right here.
And that's everything.
It's like, what? Chills? Like, down my spine. Like,
it's everything.
Jesus. Like, it's powerful depending on the person.
Depending on the person.
And their intention.
And
you can feel it all through that.
Yeah,
you can feel everything through that touch. So it's huge.
Oh, so you one of the women that's dangerous. So young men stay away.
What? No.
So she can kind of already pick up on a lot of
energy. Come closer.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not dangerous.
So, sneaky links or known links? And why?
No links.
You said sneaky links or
known links?
Like known.
Like so they know you fucking them, but you're fucking them. You know, this is what it is.
Sneaky links.
You mean which one have I had?
Which one would you prefer? Would you rather the nigga that you got that's low key or the nigga that you fucking on everybody know? We're not even talking about relationship right now. We talking about the nigga that just he know
just
how
there.
Huh?
He's just there?
Not even just there, but like we're gonna keep it linking as far as just like if it's just sex. Yeah. If you've ever been in that position. Yeah. If it's just sex, would you rather it be to where the link is known or the link is sneaky? Not even so like sneaky, but like hidden.
Being that I put myself on a certain pedestal and I'm known a certain way, it's definitely gonna have to be sneaky. If it's just sex. Because no one knows me as that girl.
I like that
just had sex.
I like that.
I'm not her. So if I'm deciding that that's what I wanted to do with you, you need to take it upon yourself to make sure it's exclusive. Yeah. This don't get out. This is legit because she's not doing this with nobody else. You know what I'm saying? So I need you to keep it as low as I keep it. And that goes for your bros too, unless I say it's okay. You get what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about it.
That's deep. And the conversation to be had, like, yo.
Yeah. It needs to be talked about.
That's real.
Absolutely.
That conversation to be had, that's deep. Damn. So, a little, and not the exact per se, it's, say lack of a better term, but thugs and nerds.
I love a thug. Because I'm really big on knowing that somebody can protect me. Not that the nerd can't. The nerd will talk his way out the situation, but the thug gonna handle it. So it's completely different. Like I like thugs, but not too thuggish. Balance.
A balance to the thug. So how do you balance it? What do you mean?
Because like if he's a thug, like I like a guy who knows the streets, but at the same time he ain't gotta be in them to get his point across. You get what I'm saying? He can still be that nigga. Okay. I love that. It's called versatility.
Oh, okay. Another question we're gonna kind of twerking or winding.
Oh, I'm a winding or winder person. Yeah, I'm very passionate, and it comes out through my dancing sometimes. So twerking is not fun because it's too fast. I need you to feel it. I need you to feel it. Yep.
Okay. I like that answer. That was okay. I actually wasn't even expecting it.
You didn't expect me to say twerking? That's so funny. Only people who I dance with know that which one I'm dirty.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish the camera was on you.
Have you ever?
Ooh, spicy. Okay.
So, have you ever cheated?
No.
Ooh, that's a deep one. That's a deep one. Really.
You expected me to say yes?
No, it's just the fact that I know you being honest, because this whole time you've been being honest.
Oh yeah. No.
So that's a deep one at the fact that, you know what I'm saying, you haven't cheated anybody. You know, we live in a world where it's all just accessible.
Exactly.
Access to excess.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's big. Nick Cannon said that, where you just kind of got your hands to a lot of shit. So it's deep to where if you're able to keep your focus in on a lot.
Absolutely.
So something that somebody told me when I was young was it ain't always about what you can do. It's about if they backwards turn, would you still do it if you know.
Indeed. That's huge.
Saying? So like it's been times where I've been around people to where they got a whole bunch of something in the room to where I knew they wouldn't miss it. But I feel like it'll mean more at the fact that I had access to it and didn't touch it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That changes everything, though.
And then narrow the mind. It's about training the mind. Everything. You know, everything about training. If we as people just expect it to happen. You ain't just gonna get disciplined one day.
No.
That ain't how that go. You gotta train yourself to want to be disciplined.
Yeah.
And, you know, get to that point. You know what I'm saying? So, I think I went last again. Have you ever been with a woman?
No.
Why or why not?
I haven't been with a woman. The opportunity has presented itself multiple times, but it's not the woman that I want to be with. If that makes sense. I'm not going for anything. If I ain't doing it with me, and I damn sure ain't about to do it with a woman. So I'm really big on cleanliness. You can tell somebody who fucking.
Ayo.
I ain't messing with you. I'm not outside like that to that point, and you can tell somebody who talk. I don't want everybody in my business.
For sure.
That's real.
That's just how I feel.
And so, the next question I actually don't even have this down, but I actually have a question. A lot of women, when they have a conversation, they say a lot of them say they only orgasm off of oral. So, is it more about the oral or the actual sex?
It can very much be done with sex. It just has to be with a person who knows your body, I think. I've never orgasmed off of sex. Just the motions. Head, absolutely. Sex, no. That's never happened for me. So, if my husband out there, and you wanna, you feel me? No, I'm playing now, but that's never happened for me, so. I don't know. I think it's all about knowing the person's body.
What's the definition of knowing somebody's body?
Like you know what triggers a person, or like what makes that person tick if you know their body. So I just mean, like, you gotta know how to touch them, how to feel on them. Just, it's a connection thing, I think. Like, and even if y'all just having sex, after you do it so many times, you know what that person likes. You know the spot to go to. You know what I'm saying?
You know everything. You know all that. You right?
Exactly.
You should, or you should.
You should. You should. Like, yes.
We'll say that. We'll say you should.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate, and you actually played our game. You actually jumped into it.
Absolutely.
You answered honestly, so we appreciate that. No. So we is gonna jump, like, we wanna actually get into the questions too. Questions that's kind of different that, as a woman, something that only women are able to do is to have children. And are you interested in being a mother? Why not?
I am interested in being a mother. No time soon.
For sure, okay.
No time soon, but absolutely. I feel like that's a great, it builds character, once again. It helps you, it molds you. It teaches you a lot. Shoot, stuff that the world can't. Motherhood definitely can, and it power without having, and we do like the least. A man has to, stroke, his ego has to be stroked, but a woman, just you being, it's powerful. Like, you don't have to do too much at all. Like, you walk in, your presence is known.
It's known.
You walk out, your presence has left. Like, it's very much known. So that's a huge thing for me. I feel like women possess more power than they know, and they give their power away. But as long as you hold it, it's yours. You got it.
In a party, and I hate to get this analogy, but if 4 girls walk out of a party with 20, so that means something. If 4 girls walk out, every man notices the difference.
Yes.
Think about it. It's still 16 women in.
Because now it's like, where they going?
It never fails. It never fails.
Because now we want to go where they going. It's like dangling a carrot, like, and they
just
rabbits.
from being.
Yeah, but that goes in life in general. It doesn't even have to be with men, like, or it does have to be with men, but like not in a sexual situation.
Yeah.
It's just power. You could be in a business meeting, and then you're like, all right, I'm done. You walk out, and it's just men left in there. They don't know what to do. Like, they don't know what to do.
You're right.
You are the nucleus, like, period. It's tough.
That's deep.
Mm-hmm.
So, like you said, another thing you said about women is their power and what they give, and like you said, a big thing that my grandfather used to say. Now my grandmother is that, and excuse me for how bold I'm saying, he just didn't know how to articulate it. But pussy run it.
Pussy is power. Yes, I was gonna say it, but I didn't know how you know.
You know, yeah,
I was like, I'm with you.
Yeah, fast. So, but how, you know, like you said, how important is it for women to understand this power?
What? It's extremely important because a man will have you questioning yourself. The whole time he's questioning himself because of how much power you possess.
How much power you got.
So it's like until you know, you really can't tap in. Yeah. That's how you play this game that we was talking about earlier.
Game. It's all a game.
To be honest, so yeah, it's huge.
I believe is one of the biggest questions for the podcast, which you kind of already said in multiple different ways and avenues, but I still have to ask because I believe it's a question I gotta say directly. You know what I'm saying? We as a people, we do a lot of different things that we brag on. You know what I'm saying? You can tell me how much money you got. You can tell me how much of this you did. You can tell me how much of that you did. I don't believe we brag on something that I believe is a big, you know, everyday situation. So what's something that's kind you do?
Something that's kind that I do?
Just kind. Small act of kindness actually make this world go round, whether or not we realize it.
Okay, so that's a great question, but I can't answer it because I don't do stuff and be like, I'm gonna do this because this is kind. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I do something kind, you would have to tell me, hey, this is kind of you, because I'm not doing it out of that intent. I'm doing it because that's me. So, I don't know, I guess worldly wise, what would be considered kind? I don't know, I just help people, whatever you help with. I guess you could say that.
So, like, so the helping whatever you need help with. I like that answer, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna take that.
Yeah.
But you actually answered my question when you started.
Which was?
You said, when I do something, I don't even do it for the intent of. That was the better answer.
Yeah, it is the better answer.
No, because for real, like that told me a lot about what you do.
Yeah, I wouldn't be like, I'm kind.
Yeah,
like,
not even just that. But like you said, most people when I ask the question, they can give me a direct answer of exactly what they did.
Yeah.
I heard the door.
Really?
I gave some. You'd be surprised. And I'm not against it. I'm just appreciative for the fact of you actually is something that you can actually, you know, articulate and say that you do. It's good to know that because if you get that little freeze up where it be like you don't do not one small gesture to where you can't. But like you said, I like the fact that more. It's not the fact that you can't pinpoint it because I know you could.
Yeah.
It's more the fact that you be like, I don't even know because when I do some shit, I'm just doing it because
I gotta go trace it back and like, I did it. Like what? Nah, that's just genuinely.
Your answer is it's tough and it's genuine. And like I said, I'm big on this with us as a people. We lose a lot of genuine activity in our community. You know what I'm saying? So we do a lot of things because we gotta make it or we gotta survive or we gotta. It's rough to kind of do something and not expect nothing out that situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I completely understand it.
So I definitely appreciate that answer. So like I said, to the wrap up, because we want to definitely appreciate you coming through. Yeah. We want to first go ahead and tell the people where they can find you at, where they can tap into you and all of that.
On all social media, my name is _DiamondtheGem, DIAMONDTHEGEM. Period.
And with it, like you said, you was finna start. You know, they can kind of look out for you, kind of start talking more about all that.
If I start when I start the podcast and then the YouTube channel, it'll be the same thing. _DiamondtheGem. Whatever I choose, I have to keep going with that name because that's what everyone knows me by.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yes.
So not only that, but also we want to appreciate the fact that you are, like I said. You are the first woman to come up here and
history.
Talk. I believe this is gonna be a big episode. I enjoyed the conversation.
I enjoyed it.
What I'm saying?
Yes.
Anything you got going on where you want us to come and talk, like me, anything?
Yes.
I'm down.
Y'all definitely in there. Like somewhere. I need y'all in there.
That's a fact.
Big personalities.
Anybody, any shout outs, anything? Anybody you wanna? You know what I'm saying? If not, I mean, I'm not saying I just got to shout it out to you. Okay.
No.
Okay. So we want to, like I said, appreciate you for another, coming through for another episode.
Absolutely.
And we can't wait to have you back again as a returning if that's cool.
Better post that.
I appreciate it.